All right. Let's see if this works. If anybody comes in, can you hear me? I've just tried this video 4 times. I'm gonna cry like a cancer. I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna start crying. It doesn't work. Seriously, my cancer's coming out. Like, I'm so frustrated. Okay. I'm just trying to fix this problem. Hold on. Oh my gosh. All right. There's somebody here. Can you tell me if you can hear me? Because I've been having trouble with the volume. Can you hear me? Is there sound? Because I've done this video like 4 times and I'm talking and nobody can hear me, so I'm not even gonna bother starting until somebody tells me they can hear me. Ah. Is there volume? So the little microphone on the screen is telling me that there is volume. But if there's anybody here, can you tell me if you can hear me? And then I'll get started. Can you hear? Can somebody comment if they can hear me? Oh, yes. I've tried this video like 4 times and nobody could hear me, and I was like blabbing on. That's like, oh, yeah, that is like, oof. My partner is the IT person. I don't know how he deals with this shit all day long. Like, I felt like I just wanted to throw my computer across the room. Temper! Hello, Alex. So, I wanted to talk about love and relationships and magic. And I can't remember if I've actually talked about this before. So, the thing with working with spirits, working with demons, especially, is they will not tolerate you being in a toxic relationship. Like, you have free will, However, if you are in a toxic relationship, unless they set you up with that toxic relationship to teach you a lesson to get you to where you want to go, like that's a whole nother fucking story. But if they don't like this person and you've grown past this person that you're with, this man or this woman or whoever, they will fuck with them and they will tell you straight up, like, this person's a piece of shit. They will not tolerate it. They will be like, okay, well, you want to be here, but this person is blocking you, and they'll keep hitting you. And so when you first start out in Magick, you might be in a relationship that you don't know is toxic. And then as you go along and you grow inside, because that's what happens, you grow internally, and then it expands to your external world. And then you also have the spirits and the demons and the goddesses, especially, who will be like, hey, give her to this person, or they'll fuck with this person. Like, I was when I first started doing Magick, I was in this relationship I didn't necessarily know was toxic. I didn't know that they were holding me back. I didn't know that they didn't want my best interest in mind. And so immediately the spirits were like, this guy has to go. They were like, they did things to him. Excuse me, I've been sick. They did things to him, like would drop snow on his head off the roof. Like he'd walk outside, the snow would fall on his head. He would get nightmares. There was even a time with a coffee maker when he would go try to make coffee right after I did. And it was one of those Keurigs that you just put like a little bit of coffee, a little bit of water in, and then it fills up your cup. And it ended up overflowing everywhere, all over the counter. Like, I don't even know where the water came from. Like, there was not enough water possible for it to come out. And they also, like, just put a lot of stress in his life. And so this was all just leading up to us breaking up and me realizing that he was didn't have my best interest and was inherently holding me back. So like, especially with the goddesses, Magick is all about internal change. Okay, so if you find yourself being, ruminating about your ex, wanting to do love spells to get them back, wanting to do love spells on people that you aren't with, but you want to be with, like this is like internal change that needs to happen. Or you're in this situationship and you want them to commit to you, and you're allowing this person to use you for whatever reason. Like, this is all internal change. Magick is going to change you internally to be like, fuck this. Like, that's what's going to happen. And with the love spell thing, yeah, you can do a love spell and you can hold them prisoner for a little while, but it's going to cause you more drama and more pain in the end. Like, especially if you get your ex back. Okay. There was some other stuff I wanted to say, but yeah, like, have some respect for yourself when it comes to relationships and Magick. Limerence is a big thing for a lot of people that causes you to want your ex back, even though they weren't any good for you. They don't deserve you. Like, you imagine them in your head as like this perfect person, and they were not, or they could never be that perfect person for you. Okay. And if you are in a relationship and it's not necessarily toxic, but they're like doing things subconsciously to hold you back, and I mean, that's also something that you need to look out for. Like, if you have big goals and stuff. Can you activate someone's mind's eye to the degree where you can see the astral world? Yeah, I have a bunch of attunements on my website. I have the Reiki attunements, 1, 2, and 3, blue fire, purple fire, white fire, green magma, black magma. If you get all of those attunements, like, yeah, you're gonna be able to see in the astral. It's gonna activate you quite a bit, and the internal change thing, like it's gonna internally change you. You have to be able to see the world around you in a certain way first. Like you can't be brainwashed by the news. You can't, you can't be brainwashed by big pharma. You can't have all these things going on and also seeing the astral. It just doesn't work. You have to have, I hate that word woke, but you have to understand that the world works a certain way and kind of snap out of this illusion before you can really see in the astral, because it's all kind of part of the same frequency. But I also have Astral Mastery, where I teach people how to see in the astral. So if you're interested in that, it's in the description. Okay, can see you now. What's a good way to discard Santa Marta's offerings? What do you think of, Tracy? I don't have a lot of experience with Santa Marta. I did work with her for a little bit back in the day, but that was it. So I really can't answer that question. I would just trust your intuition, honestly. Yeah, they're like 35% off right now. They're like $44 a piece when you buy them. So it's like, I really want to make them accessible. They're really amazing attunements. That come from the spirits. There's a couple of them that I got from another person, but it kind of mutated from an attunement that I gave them. So it was like, you know, um, a team effort. So yeah, absolutely. I also have Feral Witch membership. So I know I don't do these lives very often, but I do have Q&As in my Astral Mastery, and I have a Feral Witch membership that's only $17 a month. My Astral Mastery is 97. Like I teach you everything that I do. Um, yeah. Yeah, for real, it is good. If you shortly work with her, I thought it was always a lifetime commitment. I think that that's black and white thinking. I don't think that that is accurate. Like there are some spirits I work with for a short amount of time, and then they were only meant for that one thing that I needed help with. Like that's just how it works, you know. She was one that really helped me get out of a toxic relationship that I was in, as well. Um, but that's a whole different story. Oh yeah, I can chew gum and do anything. Hi, Natasha. Yeah, I do chew gum a lot. I actually cut down quite a bit, but I used to smoke, so ugh, years ago, it kind of stuck with me. So, so back to relationships and magic. Um, you really have to pay attention to the people around you, the people in your life. I call it like the sphere of influence, especially your partner. Like your partner is gonna affect your energy so fucking much. So if they're like lazy, it's gonna make you lazy. Like if they're dramatic, then it's gonna make your life dramatic. So their energy affects you greatly. And the spirits know this. And so if you're doing a spell for like a money spell, right? Or a career spell. But then your partner is like sabotaging you in some way because they're overly dramatic. It's all about them. Maybe they're a little bit narcissist. Maybe they're avoidant, so you're constantly thinking about them. Your energy is not going to open up for more money or career. Like it's just going to block you. Bye, fun boy. Heart. And so when you go and do a money spell with that person in your life blocking you, well, the energy is going to go towards changing you internally so that you kind of shove this person out of your life, or even the magic might even fuck with them to where it's the point where they're breaking up with you. Like, that's just how it works. And then the money flows in. Like, it's going to remove those blocks first. It's going to change you internally first, because your internal world is your outside world. It's everything. But if you're with somebody who really wants the best for you and they're supportive and they give you this like peaceful feeling inside, that's gonna amplify your fulfillment and your joy in your life, and you're gonna manifest those things a lot easier. Okay. Yeah, exactly. And if you're better off being single, like as a woman, if I did not have my partner that I have now, I would be fucking single. Because you know what? No offense to men, it's like ingrained in them and it's society programming, but you're basically programmed to keep us down. And we're programmed to keep our mouths shut. And if you can't break through that, like, you're better off single. Just stay single. And partners will use you. They will use you for something. It's just not the way it's meant to be. Like, it's not meant to be. Yes, you get something from that person and that person gets something from you, but it's like a give and take. But if you are giving and giving and giving and you're not getting anything back, it's time to fucking end it. Okay? Especially as a woman, your divine feminine energy is supposed to receive, and the masculine divine energy is supposed to give. So if he's not like at your feet worshiping you, fucking dump him. Like, for real. Fucking get rid of him, because he's bringing you down. He's blocking your success. He's blocking your abundance. Fix yourself first and the right one will show. Yeah, sometimes. But sometimes, you're just meant to be single. Like, I was perfectly happy being single before my boyfriend. But I tell him that now. I'm like, if we break up, if we're over, like, I'm not dating anymore. Because it's just too much. I would be happier alone than dating people. Dating men, especially, because men are, I don't hate them. I mean, I love them. I really do. Like, my partner's a man. It's just the programming and the bullshit and the drama, the avoidance. Like, those things. I'll focus on my career and bettering myself. And magic should really be about your fulfillment and your joy, rather than a bunch of money spells, a bunch of career spells. Excuse me. I haven't done any healing yet, Davina, but I can. Hi. But if you focus your magic on your fulfillment, then other things will come. So when I do magic or like meditations, I focus on the feeling of being happy because you can be rich and be miserable. Like Gary Vee will tell you, be like, I know a bunch of people who are rich and they're horribly unhappy. You want to focus on what makes you feel fulfilled inside. And a lot of the times that's giving to other people in some way. I tell you, Natasha, like, I don't think it's necessarily that you're attracting them, because there are men out there who will just go around and use people if, as women too, if you let them. If you let them use you, they will. But from the sounds of it, like, you're like, no, I'm not, I'm okay with that. That's not necessarily you. It's you when you stay in a relationship with somebody toxic, or you allow a toxic person to keep talking to you, or you allow them in your life around your kids or whatever. Like, that's you. That's on you. But if they're just like hitting you up in your messages, and you're like, oh, this person's fucking toxic, and you don't talk to them, or you go on a couple dates with people and you're like, you realize that this is not somebody you want to spend your time with, that's not on you. Like, it's on you when you're dating them. Oh, really? Awesome. Good. Yeah, this is a new project that I've been doing, my meditations. So I have, they're $27. Like, if you go to my website, there's like, how many are on there right now? 5 or 6. But there's 2 for curse removal. So you listen to it. I do it in ritual with like Lucifuge and Nyx. And I take you on this guided meditation to remove curses, and then they help with it. And there's also a timeline shifting one. Oh gosh, there's a bunch of them in there right now, and I've been adding to it. But thanks, yeah. Leave a review. They're pretty new, so I don't have that many reviews on them. And I am taking people in my Astral Mastery right now. It's $97 a month, and you get so much stuff. You get to. I do. Yesterday we did a ritual, but in a couple weeks we're doing a remote viewing session, and then I have courses on how to do goddess keys, how to do parasite removals, and there's been people in the group who've been making money off this. Like, they'll do it for friends and family, but also they're like making clients, and they're making money off it. So, because I mean, that's what I do full time. So it's a great side gig for a healer. And like, the number one thing, I guess it's not the number one thing, but if you accidentally open portals, if you're one of those people who accidentally opens portals to things, like, you can absolutely do everything that I do, because that was like one of the first things that I did, that I realized, like, what the fuck, I have some talents here, is I accidentally opened portals to places, to the point where there was wind in my bedroom. Like, I was just trying to do a banishing, and I opened up. I don't even know where that portal went, but I had to close it. I had to like call my brother and like, hey, I don't know how to close this portal. There's wind in my bedroom. But yeah, I'm really looking for people who have natural healing abilities, who want to learn how to navigate the astral, and you can open portals, and work with the multiverse. Those kind of go together, and this is what shifts you internally, and then you could do it for other people as well. And attunements, like, attunements take me literally 2 minutes. I just draw the sigil and then throw it up in the air, and then that's like a $60 client. Like, I can teach you how to do that. And people will eat this stuff up. They'll eat up attunes because they're great, right? They're amazing. They give you all this extra power. They give you all these extra tools in your tool belt, and they amplify your psychic abilities. They also repel negative people. Like they can't stand you. I don't get so many inboxes from negative people anymore. Like I don't get that. They just don't like you, especially in real life. I mean, I've definitely gone through some loss in the past couple of years. I've lost like friends, family members, because they are toxic, basically, and they're not good for them. But that's where new beautiful things come in, and like a sense of peace and happiness. Yeah. Do you guys have any questions? I feel like I'm just rambling. And sex and energetics. That's something that, like, I think you can get energetically attached to somebody without having sex with them, if you already have like kind of like a soul link. But definitely, sex links you to them. But I mean, I'm not against casual sex. Like, no, I really haven't been one to do it. I just don't find it enjoyable. But I think you absolutely can do stuff like that if you're protected. But honestly, in my opinion, just get a toy. For real, just get a fucking toy. It's not worth it. So, I think. Davina, have you how far have you gotten the meditation so far? I hope you didn't do those all at once. Goodness gracious. Those are powerful. Hi. Turomir Carnivore. Have we met? So I can do a healing for you guys. Any votes on what you'd like? I can just send some Reiki energy, or I don't know. I can check you for bugs. Did you change your name? It has been a while. I was sick for like 3 weeks. This damn flu. My kid works at a daycare, and she came home with the flu, and then my other kid goes to school. So yeah. All right, I guess I can just send you guys some energy. Oh, I have my private channel. Oh shoot, I have had this flu for 10 days, and I should sing a concert on Wednesday. I can't remember your name. Yeah, you had a different handle, but I think I know who you are. It has been a while. Yeah, this sixth season has been absolutely fucking insane. Like I've been sick once, but I don't usually get sick. Um, Actually, I think twice now. When I had that. But I was doing a detox. Yeah, I did a parasite detox and got really sick for a few weeks. But this was like the flu. Um, and it's been awful, that fog that you keep hearing about. We didn't necessarily get it so much in Maine, but I think it's because it's too cold for there to be a fog, so it doesn't mean we didn't get all of the chemicals that were sprayed on us. Like but people have been really sick. Like kids have been really sick. They've been getting pneumonia for like no fucking reason. Oh, you worked with Santa Muerte? Awesome. Yeah, this is the second time she was mentioned in this stream. Awesome. Yeah, I heard she's really sweet. Definitely been, not necessarily working with death energy, but kind of thinking a lot about death. I was watching out of body experiences and started watching Dexter again, which is used to be one of my favorite shows. You're emotional anyway. I was almost crying earlier because I couldn't get this live stream to work. Oh my gosh. It's like I just want to talk. I just want to talk about whatever I want to talk about. Tuca, right? Tuca. What tissue? Excuse me. So, any votes? What you guys want for healing? I can actually send some shadow integration energy if you want. Yeah, because you sang me happy birthday once. I remember that. Yes, it did help me remember. I've been working a lot with Nyx lately. Nyx is really awesome with shadow integration. I literally saw her in the graveyard, or it was my shadow, and I stepped into it, and it sent me into this whirlwind of shadow healing, which was really amazing. I can send you guys that energy. I do have the shadow integration with Nyx on my website too, but so I can send you that same energy. Roxanne, good to see you. It's good to see all of you. But yeah, that's what I feel like you guys really need. Hi Alfie. Um, Black magma energy, shadow integration. I think it'd be good for you guys. I feel that vibe, I feel it. I feel it coming. Hello, Jason. All right, I'll send that over, guys. Ready? So, really just have to Think about accepting the energy and it will come to you. Otherwise, it's just going to bounce off you, okay? Just be open to it. So this is very dark, very Nixie, very shadow integration. So what shadow integration is, in a nutshell, if you don't know, is accepting those parts of yourself that you might not like. The deep down parts of yourself, you're like, oh, I'm a piece of shit. Like those kind of things. The stuff that makes you feel like that. Kind of accepting it into your personality and being less ashamed, less guilty about it. I know I've done a bunch of that recently and lately. Just being like, oh, I hate this about myself. And then instead of wallowing in self pity, where I might have in the past, maybe a little less than I might have in the past, kind of being like, okay, yeah, this is me. I'm not alone in this. Like, this happens to a lot of people. This is changeable. We can change this. We can start thinking differently about this aspect of ourselves, and that's shadow integration. And what that does, it helps you boost your confidence. It helps you understand yourself more because there's some things that you don't like about yourself that you don't even know that you don't like about yourself because you don't like them in other people. And you might shit on other people for it, but that's you projecting because it's something about you deep down that you don't like. Okay. Um, and that also helps you accept and forgive other people easier. There's a whole bunch of amazing aspects to shadow integration that are not mentioned. I still have your gray Belial Canadian cat I got from your shop. Oh, wow. Wow. 40 pounds is a lot, man. Good job. That's a lot. Awesome. Well, I'm glad to have you back, sir. So yeah, let's send you some shadow integration energy now. And anything that comes through for a message, I'll also send that your way. And to stay with the relationship theme of this original video, with shadow integration, you're going to see those parts of yourself that might attract people that are not so good for you. Okay. So for example, you might be really codependent, or you might be extremely avoidant and not know it. So you're going to attract other people who are avoidant and attract people. And when I say attract, I mean like be in a relationship with um, people who you know it's not going to work out with, but you don't know that about yourself. So you're going to keep continuing this fucking cycle. Shadow integration is going to help you understand yourself a little bit more, um, and your attachment behaviors too with relationships, and be like, okay, this is happening. This is why I do this. I'm in lumerance about this. Like, it's gonna help you understand yourself a lot better. So there's gonna be less drama in your life, and you're gonna be in healthier relationships. Okay. All right, let's go. But that was definitely a message coming through for you guys. And also the energy of I don't need anybody, I don't need help is kind of not good for you as well. So just to let you know that. That's cool too, Kat. I love big hoodies anyway. You don't need a whole lot of this energy for it to work very quickly, so I won't spend a whole lot of time doing this. And also, if you're working with spirits, especially the goddesses, they will sabotage your relationships if they don't like the people. And unless that they set that person there to teach you a lesson. And toxic relationships, they really do teach you a lot of stuff. So sometimes the spirits will bring somebody in your life who's going to completely fuck with you, and by the time that they're done, you won't even recognize yourself anymore. You're like, I'm done with that. I'm done with acting like that. I can't believe I put up with that. I can't believe I did this. Like, you won't even recognize the person that you are, or rather, they're trying to show you who you really are by showing you who you're not. Like, that's a big part of it. Yeah, this is shadow integration, Natasha. I tap into this. This is not the easiest work to go through. It's very easy for us to blame others for our problems or to blame circumstances. When we kind of start working with our shadow, and you could work with it like it's an entity, by the way, like you can talk to it and be like, tell me what's going on with this. Like it will answer you. It will absolutely answer you. It's not the easiest thing to work with our shadow because we have to look at ourselves. And if you have a tendency to kind of sink into self-pity and like, oh, I guess I'm just a piece of shit, like that kind of thing, it's going to be extra hard for you. It's important to have support and somebody to talk to. Thanks, Tuka. I think he left though. I'm sending you guys an energy ball, so just accept it in a meditation, or just say, I accept this energy ball of shadow integration, and it will come to you, okay? Even those who are watching this afterwards. Okay. The integration work is the one I have not understood how to do. If I have been doing and not knowing. I'm sure you've been doing it and not knowing it. But there's something about doing it and knowing that you're doing it that seems to move you through the process a lot faster. You're welcome. So yeah, if you're watching this after the live, you can still accept the energy. You can still accept the energy ball of shadow integration, and yeah, just respect yourself. Respect yourself, and notice when you are giving too much to other people in your life, instead of receiving like you should be receiving. You need to receive, especially as a woman. We are receivers. That's what we do. Okay. And if you are interested in learning how to do this stuff, I have Astro Mastery program. It's $97 a month, and there's a bunch of courses and classes. I do Q&As. We do remote viewing. We do rituals. It's a lot of fun. And if you want to just start out, I have a Feral Witch program. It is $17 a month, and that kind of gets you in the door, and you can see how things work with me. We do Q&A sessions twice a month, and there's a bunch of course material to help you navigate different aspects of your shadow and identity, and also some clairvoyant stuff in there. So yes, it's really great to see you guys, and I will hopefully be coming back soon if my computer stops acting like a dick. You're welcome, guys. I'll see you soon. Bye.